All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. All right, real quick, man. Hope everybody's having a great Thursday. There's some big games going on tonight, man. So I'm trying to get to them, cover them, and talk about, it's playoff push time, man. It's time to get into the playoffs, and you see teams and these matchups now becoming real intriguing. And because at a minimum, it does a lot for a player or a team's confidence, to beat someone you may see later. Now, in this case, you got the Dallas Mavericks and the Brooklyn Nets. So, the only way they would see each other, honestly, is in the championship game. But you want that confidence. You want to know you can go up against the best and beat the best. And in this scenario, man, I thought it was a heck of a game, dog. Like this was a heck of a game, man. You seen two teams that really got after it, that really want to say, man, we here. So because the Brooklyn Nets did come up on the short end of the stick here, let's talk about it. I thought for one, KD had a rare off shooting night. I don't think you're gonna get too many games like this from him. So if you're depending on him to go 7 of 21 and 0 for 4 from the 3, I would not take that to my bank. I tell you that off the rip. But Kevin Durant played 36 minutes. He was 7 of 21, 0 for 4 from the 3, 6 of 6 from the free throw line. He did have 9 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal, and 1 block, and he gave you 20 points. For the average player, you like, it's a pretty good stat line. But for KD, we know what KD is and what he represents, and that's just not it. The Brooklyn Nets, man, they are considered the team to beat. Harden has definitely spoken on his timeline as far as getting back into it. But the Brooklyn Nets, man, they did come up on the short end of the stick here. You look, Blake Griffin was inserted into the starting role tonight. Was with 27 minutes. He was 4 of 10 from the field, 2 of 4 from the 3-point line. He did give you 10 rebounds, so that's definitely a plus. 3 assists, 1 steal. He only gave you 10 points. And let's be honest though, the Brooklyn Nets had a rare off shooting night. And I wouldn't bank on that. Like I said, I wouldn't bank on that often, but that did happen tonight. He only gave you 10 points. Blake Griffin, I mean. Joe Harris. And that's the one person that I kind of look at like, you gotta knock down your shot, guy. Like they're depending on you to drop those threes, man. So I think that, and I'm not discrediting the guy, he's a beast, but I think that he gotta come up sometime above the single digits in points, because, and I get it, man, it's hard to say that, or hard to critique a person like Joe Harris, because you do have Kevin Durant, you do have Kyrie Irving, you are going to have James Harden back. So you have these people back, you're going to want, the shots are just not going to be there. Then you get to Kyrie Irving, 7 of 31, 7 of 13 from the 3-point line, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds. 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals, 2 blocks, 45 points. What else can you ask from that guy, man? What else can you ask from Kyrie Irving tonight? He did his thing. He was the guy. And, I don't care who you is, or how talented you is, and what team you play on. It's not easy to drop 45 points. Let's just put that out there right now. That ain't easy. Kyrie Irving balled out tonight. He got 20 from Durant, but he needed a little bit more. It's just that simple. Shamet, another guy in the starting lineup, gave you nothing. The thing, and much as people talk about Brooklyn Nets defense, I'm more worried about the role players. Like I'm not worried about Kevin Durant. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not worried. But Kyrie Irving, I'm not worried about. But the rest of these guys, they got to play bigger than what they're playing, man. Shamet can't give you 0 in the starting lineup. Joe Harris, I think, got to give you a little bit more than 9. Jeff Green did give you 11 off the bench. Brown did give you 10. James gave you 2. But I think it's the role players in the defense that could be the only Achilles heel. But you got to remember, there's a guy that go by the name of James Harden that has not got back yet. And when he gets back, it's a different story. So obviously, the Brooklyn Nets was shorthanded tonight, but I mean they played well. But the Dallas Mavericks got the dub. Speaking of the Dallas Mavericks, they were led tonight by none other than Luka Doncic. He gave you 24 points. That boy's a beast. He's as much as people want to criticize certain aspects of the game, you cannot deny what he brings to the game. He's a perennial all-star, and he's one of the futures of this league. The league's in good hand with a person like Doncic. Now, he did not have the most efficient night. He was 7 of 22. 5 of 13 from the three-point line, 5 of 5 from the free throw line. That got to clean up. He got to be more than 50% from the free throw line, but then he gave you 10 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, and 24 points. How do you critique that, right? So, you know, he found ways, 8 assists. He found ways to get involved in the game, 10 rebounds. He found other ways to impact the game, and that was big for him. Hardaway Jr. gave you 23. That's another person that is key to their overall success. I think Hardaway Jr. when they let Steph Curry go, I immediately thought of not Steph. I'm sorry. Seth Curry. When they let Seth Curry go, I immediately thought about Hardaway Jr. His role was gonna have to impact. And tonight he didn't disappoint. He gave you 23, 8 of 16 shooting, 4 of 8 from the three-point line, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. He's another one that you look at like, yo, you got to step up. It can't be the Luka show, especially with Porzingis' injury history, man. Let me say this. Porzingis' injury history scares me. I'm be honest, guys. I don't know. Like, is he going to... Like, it's starting to be a every year thing, man. You look at, like, his history. Like, I love it. The best ability is availability, and I don't know how much of that he has. And then when come playoff time, can you count on him? Really, let's be honest here. Can you count on Porzingis to be there night in and night out in the playoffs? I don't know if you can. So that's important. Finney Smith did give you 17, 6 of 11, 3 of 6 from the free throw line. What you saw tonight was what happened when the whole team contribute. They had 4 of their 5 starters in double figures, and 2 guys coming off the bench, and Brunson and Powell, that gave you double figures. This was a team win for the Dallas Mavericks over a superior Brooklyn Nets team. But if it's just a Kyrie show, a team is going to outscore Kyrie. Again, KD ain't going to just have 20 points in a normal game like this. So don't take this one to the bank. But you got to remember, man, like the other guys got to step up too. So congratulations to the Dallas Mavericks, man. What a win. Great win. I know this gives them a lot of confidence that they get ready to head into this playoff run. So with that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, man, you guys be great.